have these voices in my head. It's nothing like that. I'm mostly with my friends and life is very good. But you can't really talk about all of this with them.
And why do you think you can't talk about all of this with your friends?
It's just hollow thoughts. It should not make a difference, right?
And you said these hollow thoughts cause you trouble while sleeping?
I mean, the line between my thoughts and my dreams are blurred. Even after I sleep for hours, I wake up with this uneasy feeling.
Makes a lot of sense. Why don't you elaborate on what you were saying?
I'd be with someone and suddenly I'd feel as if everything is slipping off of my fingers. I start feeling cold. I'd look at their face. I'd try to hear what they're saying, yet I cannot hear a single word. It's like I'm constantly fighting with these voices in my head.
Yes, go ahead.
These voices, they whisper, and I get these shivers. It's as if my fingers start to itch uncontrollably, and I get these twitch, this suffocating urge to just hurt them. A boulder against their face, I can hear the sound of their skulls cracking, their face twisting as the stone gets heavier. All I see is red.
Have you ever acted on these urges?
No, not yet. But with each day, I feel like I'm losing control. I'm scared, doctor. I'm scared of what I might do.
Let's focus on some grounding techniques while it's still the tip of the iceberg. When you're in the present, try to anchor yourself with it. Can you do that for me, Ricky?
I would if I could, doctor. But the urge to burn them alive, to watch the flames consume them as they keep on screaming, the smell of their burning flesh.
Ricky, you're here because you want to get better. These thoughts do not define you.
But what if they do? What if this is who I am? An ugly, horrible person?
Ricky, these thoughts are a symptom. They're not your identity. We will work through this together. You have the power to choose, Ricky. Let's take one step at a time. Good. Now let's do some breathing exercises. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand
devastating series of brutal attacks has left the community in anger and shock. The body of an unidentified man has been found severely injured nearby. Shortly after, the police responded to another scene at an abandoned building in the vicinity. According to sources, the victim's body was found with multiple broken bones. Let us see what our witness has to say about the incident.
So I was coming back home really late from gym, and there was screaming coming from that alley. So I got really scared and I headed back home. And the next morning when I woke up, all these murder stories coming on, I was like really panicked. Like, what should I do? So I was really afraid to come out and tell this story in front of camera.
In a third shocking incident, the authorities found evidence of a fire near Jatika forest. Reports suggest an attempt to burn a victim alive. Thankfully, the fire was contained before it could spread, but the threat remains.
Hello, doctor.
Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble.